Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Football Overseas YouTube channel and welcome to the English Championship semi-final playoff predictions. So we have our four semi-finalists who are vying for a place in the Premier League along with Coventry and Ipswich, who duly took their place. They bounced straight back and they duly took their place as the second place team behind Coventry. So congratulations to Ipswich Town. They saw off, they got goals early, took the pressure off themselves against Queen's Park Rangers on Saturday, so it was a fairly comfortable journey to the finish line, but I'm sure there was nerves around even so. So that left us with Southampton, Middlesborough and Millwall. Almost, well, they were guaranteed their playoff places, and it was just left. The final place was left to be contested between Hull and Wrexham. And Wrexham held the honours at the start of the day, but Hull, in the end, somehow pulled out an excellent 2-1 win over Norwich. Their first win in 6, what a time to get it. And Wrexham were unable to find a winner against Middlesbrough. So Hull against Norwich had an agonising 23 minutes or half an hour probably with all the added time to survive with a 2-1 lead and hope that Middlesbrough didn't concede against Wrexham. So all was well for Hull in the end. They sort of slightly surprisingly, I think, took that final spot in the end, just purely on their current form. So we have two excellent semi-finals to look forward to. Us neutrals love this time of the year, don't we, the playoffs? It's not so much fun for the fans involved. I have a little theory about the home leg. I just think it's the most intense match, with everybody at fever pitch in the stands and on the terraces, in the ground. And I think it's the most difficult game to play. The home leg is really difficult. With the intensity, the pressure, everything that goes with it. If you're the away side, it's just that little bit more relaxed, if that's the right word. I think if you go back over the years, home fixtures in playoffs, the home wins are not as common as you might expect them to be. So we'll see how that pans out this weekend. I'll probably all be home wins now, I've said all that. But we shall see. So we have two fixtures then, and the first of which is Hull City against Millwall. Hull at home first on Friday the 8th of May, and then the flip round, the game at Millwall, the second leg, will be on Monday the 11th of May. So quite quick a turnaround, just the 3 days. As I say, Hull have only had one win in 6, so that vital win on Saturday, and there are 10 points between these two teams. 73 plays 83, and that's quite, 3 and a bit wins, if you like, and we know wins are hard to come by in any league, so there's quite a points difference there. What do I think about this? I just think Hull have got, it's almost, I say a free hit, that would be unfair, because they've been there and thereabouts, haven't they, all season, against the odds in a way, a bit of the surprise package of Hull. Millwall a surprise package too, I guess, to be almost clinching an automatic place. They would feel very unlucky not to have done that. But I think Ipswich, in the end, were just the deserved team to go up second. So it's Hull against Millwall. I'm going to take a little bit of a surprise on this one, I think. The form book says, and the points difference that I've just mentioned says, Millwall are almost the likely team to go through, but I just have a sneaking feeling for Hull. They've just been a bit of the surprise package all season, and why not continue that surprise element to them? And I think over the 2 legs they will come through. It's going to be both games are going to be extremely tight, nervy affairs. They always are, unless you can somehow just get a couple of goals early or something in one of the matches just to take the pressure off. I think this is going to go right. I wouldn't be surprised if both go to extra time in their second matches. So there we go. I'm going to take Hull to go through over the 2 matches, just purely on the surprise element that they've given us all season. Millwall fans will probably scream at me for that. The form book says Millwall, but we know that playoffs don't read the form book. So we shall see. So I'm going to go Hull City to take their place at Wembley in the showpiece game of the Championship season. And that's my little bit of a surprise selection, I think. Please put your own thoughts in the comments to this down the bottom, and your thoughts will be highly valued. Okay, so that's Hull versus Millwall. We have a much tighter affair. They're both going to be extremely tight games, but what I mean by that is Middlesbrough and Southampton finished on the same number of points, 80 points. Southampton absolutely have all the momentum here. Middlesbrough have not exactly limped over the line, but they really will look back on the last third of the season, if not less than that, last quarter of the season, and feel it was a chance missed. They dropped so many points, so many silly points really, especially at home, and that has cost them their automatic place, which was looking quite rosy. Looking quite rosy for them at the start of the year, but it just didn't happen for them for whatever reason. They lost their scoring boots a little bit, and they didn't clinch games when they were in front, and it was just a little bit of a bit of a decline in a way in their form, which was so good. So Southampton, of course, as we know, swept all aside in the last third of the season, including a magnificent FA Cup run, and only just losing out to Manchester City in the semi-final. So they are absolutely, I think, the team to beat in this. They will. I'm going to take them to go through against Middlesbrough, but let's be honest. Both matches, the slate gets wiped clean. We've got to really park up the 46 game season. This is just a round robin tournament. Clear their heads and almost start from scratch, and try and leave the baggage of the 46 games behind you. But as I say, Southampton have got the momentum, I think, and they're away first. But as I say, home and away, I don't think it makes a lot of difference in these matches, if I'm honest. The home legs, as I said a little earlier, very, very intense. I've been to those matches, and you can feel everyone's heart beating. It's incredible, pumping away. The adrenaline in the crowd, the adrenaline on the pitch. I've been to playoff semi-final legs. I've been to finals. Incredible tension, and right from the word go, as soon as you start the travel to the game. So they are incredible matches. They're lovely, as I say, for us neutrals to sit back and relax and put our feet up and enjoy the occasions. So I'm going to take Southampton just to sneak past Middlesbrough. Again, it will be tight. I just think they've got the momentum. Middlesbrough just finished. They finished with a few decent results. Good result at Wrexham, and that's the integrity, by the way, of the whole thing. Middlesbrough played to the end and denied Wrexham their place. So hats off to them for that. So great, there we go. That's the two matches we've got. Did I mention the Middlesbrough-Southampton game? The first leg at Middlesbrough is on Saturday the 9th, and the second leg at St Mary's will be on Tuesday, the 12th of May, and then we will know the grand final for what has always been dubbed the most expensive, or the richest club game in world club football. A huge amount of money these days for getting into the Premier League. So we look forward to these two matches. I hope you all will too. And if you're a fan of any of the four teams, I really do empathise with you what you're going to go through the ringer over the next week or so. It's going to be fantastic for us neutrals. So to wrap up then, this little clip, I'm going to say Hull City, my surprise package to overcome Millwall, and the same Southampton to just overcome Middlesbrough, but I think they are the team to beat. If you beat Southampton, you'll probably go up into the Premier League. So there we go. There we are then. I hope you're having not too many withdrawal symptoms with no football. Well, no football of the Championship, full Championship for a few months now. But we've got these playoffs to look forward to. I will be back to review what goes on in the next few days, and then we will look at the final in a little bit more detail. So have a great weekend. Please like and subscribe the channel, and have a look around at the bits and pieces. It's a fabulous channel these guys put together. And I will see you all again soon. Enjoy the playoffs.